There are voices and there are legends. For generations of baseball fans, one voice rose above the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd. A voice filled with passion, imperfection, and joy. A voice that didn't just call the game, it became the game. And that voice belonged to no other than Harry Caray. From the streets of St. Louis to the ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field, Harry Caray didn't just broadcast baseball, he transformed it. This is the story of a man who made Holy Cow a national anthem.
Now the pitch. There's a high drive, deep right center, way back. Might be out of here. It's off the wall. One run is in. Two runs are in. A third man scores. And look at this star. Way back. Might be out of here. Hey! Hey! He did it again. He did it again. The game is tied. The game is tied. Holy cow.
Harry Caray was born in 1914 in St. Louis, Missouri. Orphaned at a young age, baseball became his escape and eventually his destiny. And in the 1940s, Caray began calling games for the St. Louis Cardinals. Radio was king. Television was barely a whisper. And Caray's voice, bold, emotional, unmistakable, began cutting through living rooms across America. He didn't sound polished. He sounded real. When the Cardinals won the World Series in 1946, Caray's electric calls made him a hometown hero. But greatness rarely comes without turbulence. After years with the St. Louis Cardinals, tensions with team ownership led to his departure. Rumors swirled, stories circulated, but one thing was certain: Harry Caray wasn't done. In 1971, he joined the Chicago White Sox, and this is where something magical happened. Harry Caray began leading the crowd in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the 7th inning stretch. And what began as a spontaneous moment has become a tradition that lasts even today. Fans didn't just listen to Harry, they participated with him.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, or it's root for the White Sox. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hey!
And with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," baseball was no longer just observed. It was shared by fans all over the world. In 1982, Harry Caray joined the Chicago Cubs, and history changed. Thanks to WGN's national broadcast, Cubs games were shown all across America, which meant Harry's voice was suddenly everywhere. Day games, sunshine, ivy walls, and that unmistakable stretch call, "Let me hear ya." He wore oversized glasses, and he mispronounced names.
We're sitting right up here with Harry Caray.
Gretzelanek. Okay.
Mark Gretzelanek.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. You know, Harry Caray tried to say it backwards the last year, and that was kind of funny.
Kanalizerg. Kemaleizdurg.
And I don't think for the first time has ever been said right or or spelled right.
Harry Caray openly rooted for the Cubs, and fans loved him for it. He wasn't neutral. He was family. The Cubs of the 1980s, they weren't champions. But with Harry in the booth, every game felt like October. In the game of baseball, immortality doesn't come easily. It isn't handed out for personality or passion, or even popularity. It comes from impact. And few voices in the history of the game made a greater impact than Harry Caray. In 1989, that impact was formally recognized when Harry Caray received the Ford C. Frick Award, presented annually by the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. The award honors broadcasters who have made major contributions to the game of baseball. And for decades, Harry Caray had done exactly that. Harry Caray never swung a bat in the major leagues. He never threw a pitch in October. Yet his presence shaped the experience of millions who watched those moments unfold. Through national broadcast at WGN, his voice reached far beyond the city of Chicago. Children in small towns, families in living rooms, summer afternoons across America. For many of them, Harry Caray was baseball, and the Hall of Fame recognized something profound. The game isn't just played on the field, it's told, it's shared, it's narrated into memory.
Harry Caray back at Wrigley Field when the season is over, and the Cubs gave us a great run for it, and the fans really appreciated it. From a personal standpoint, another year has come to an end, and hopefully, if the good Lord is willing, I'm looking forward to 96 more than I have towards any season yet, and this is the end of my 51st season.
Harry Caray was imperfect. He was outspoken. He was known as a guy who enjoyed a cold beverage or two. But he was authentic. In an era before corporate polish overtook sports media, Harry Caray remained raw and human. He didn't hide mistakes. He laughed at them. He didn't distance himself from fans. He leaned into them. To Chicago, he wasn't just an announcer. He was the spirit of summer. In 1998, Harry Caray passed away at the age of 83. The city of Chicago mourned. Baseball mourned. At Wrigley Field, the seventh inning stretch was no longer just tradition. It was a tribute. A statue now stands outside the ballpark to honor him. Frozen in bronze, microphone raised, forever calling the game. In 2016, when the Chicago Cubs finally won the World Series, many fans looked skyward because somehow it felt like Harry Caray was still there, calling it, laughing, celebrating. Harry Caray didn't just broadcast baseball. He gave it personality. He gave it heart. He reminded us that sports aren't just about winning. They're about belonging. And as long as fans rise in the seventh inning and sing with joy, Harry Caray's voice will never fade.
Try to get everything that we have to have. And the cooperation of people, too many of them to really know by name and to single them out. But in the final analysis, it's the people you work closest with. And I couldn't let a day like this go by without forgive me. Steve, we may argue, but I love you. This can't be me breaking down. And Tommy, you're leaving us. We wish you the best of everything and look forward to seeing you again. And everybody else, boys in the radio side, Ron Santo and Tommy and the engineers Don Albert and Sammy Humans. It's been a great time. So, God willing, hope you had as much fun as we have. So long, everybody.
There are broadcasters, and then there are memories. For over half a century, Harry Caray didn't just describe the game of baseball. He felt it, he lived it, and he invited the world to live it with him. From the neighborhoods of St. Louis to the south side of Chicago and to the ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field, Harry Caray became something more than a voice on the radio. He became a ritual, a summer soundtrack, a reason to gather around the television on a sunny afternoon. He reminded us that baseball isn't just a sport. It's community, it's tradition, it's standing shoulder to shoulder with strangers in the seventh inning and singing like nobody's listening. Even today, long after his final broadcast, his spirit echoes throughout the ballpark, in every stretch, in every "let me hear you," in every fan who believes the Cubs might just win it all this year. Because legends don't disappear. They become part of the game itself. And somewhere, beyond the lights, beyond the ivy, you can almost hear it. Holy cow! If you enjoyed this deep dive into Harry Caray's legendary journey, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with a baseball fan in your life. And consider subscribing for more Baseball Legends Chronicles and about the legends who shaped America's pastime. And in the comments, tell us your favorite Harry Caray memory. If Harry Caray meant something to you, if his voice was part of your summer nights. And until next time, keep the history of the game alive. And as always, thanks for watching.